Hey guys, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to do a chatty get ready with me. Everything that I share, like I'm using in the video, I'm not going to keep stopping and talking about any of it. I mean, I'm not going to go into, there's no reviews or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This is more about just getting ready with you. We're just going to have a little chit chat about something, okay? So let's get into it. Feeling verklempt. I need a moment. This topic is eyeshadow. Actually, it's not the topic. I do have a palette, a new to me palette that I'm going to use today. And I think it's going to be the last one I'm going to get for a while. I always have to wear an eyeshadow base too, by the way. This is a primer from Laura. This is an eye primer from Trish McAvoy. One of the things that I wanted to talk about with you guys, so I'm curious to know, and I want you to let me know in the comments, okay? I'm trying to think how to word this. Do you only or mostly follow YouTubers that are just basically showing new products? Or do you watch channels that are just using what they already have, occasionally share some new product as well? Like I would like to know that, because we're going to talk a little bit about the history of makeup with me. Before I started my channel, I probably had one foundation, I had one blush, and one mascara, probably, I don't know, maybe I had like 4 lipsticks or something, a couple glosses, and eye palettes. I might have 3 or 4 little palettes. I never had like massive. I don't think I had any massive palettes. I probably did when I was a teenager, but right before I started my channel, I know I didn't have anything like that. I am just curious to know from you guys. By the way, this is I got a sample size of the Anastasia foundation. I'm really liking it. So I'm going to try it again today, and I'll update you guys if I end up getting this, but I just got a sample of it. I went to Sephora. I'm not really a fan of Sephora, but sometimes I do go there. But I'm just curious, because when I first started my channel, I just was using what I had, and then I slowly started getting things, but only getting things that I was interested in. I mean, that's mainly it. I hope I didn't put too much on. That's mainly it for me. Like, I feel like when I review something, I'm reviewing something I'm actually interested in. I'm not gonna ever be a channel, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I am not a channel that's going to buy every single thing that is out there. But I'm not interested in it. I don't want all of it. And financially, I can't afford it. I don't know how some of these people do it. They're definitely in a different bracket than I am, because I am not there. I cannot afford it. It's one thing if companies are sending you things, it's totally different. But I am very small still, and I do not get that much product sent to me. And any that I do get, I am extremely thankful. Even though I don't always like it, but I have to be honest with you guys, but I'm still thankful that they gave me a chance to try their product. I have turned into a minimalist. I used to have a blog, whitelacecottage.com, and so I share decorating tips and all that. So it's kind of changed a little bit as to, I'm starting to add some of my makeup now, so I didn't change the URL, but I heard that if you change the URL, it doesn't matter, or so, I don't know. So I'm keeping that the way it is, but I'm starting to add more makeup. So you can see my decor used to be flea market, shabby chic style. So I had a lot of vintage stuff. I worked with a company, and I had a paint line with them. I created different like chippy kind of furniture looks with paint. And so that's kind of how I started my channel. Like, I was doing that. So I was going to do like painting and everything, and then when we decided to move, I changed all that. But I used to have a lot of stuff, you guys. I used to have a lot of decor. I mean, it looked nice, but I did like a 360. about 100 times because I am so different. I've always loved vintage and I still have a place for that. Like I love looking at it. I just don't want it in my house anymore. I just want stuff very minimalistic. So maybe someday I will share my house. I don't know, we'll see. There's not much to see, not much here to see, folks. It really isn't. That's why I don't even share it on my blog, because there's really not much to see. I mean, the thing about, I know I'm getting off topic here. We're going to get back to it because there's a point here. The thing about, you know, having a decorated blog is you have to continually buy stuff and change things up because people don't want to see the same thing in your house. Kind of the same, I feel like, maybe with YouTube. Like, I feel like people want to see new makeup all the time, but it's like, how much makeup do you need? I mean, even you, like, I'm talking to you guys, like, how much makeup do you need? You know what I mean? Like, how much makeup do you need? And that's how I feel. Like, unless something really is exciting to me, I just don't want it. There's a lot of things coming out and they're pretty. I've seen some pretty palettes and everything, but it's like, I'm not really interested in it, and I'm not going to keep buying stuff unless I really, really want it. And I wanted to try this foundation because I do like to have a couple. I think it's good to have a couple foundations. I just wonder, like, I'm just curious, do you guys, is that what your main thing is? Do you like to just watch it? I know some people just like to watch it even though they don't want to buy it all, but like, I can't afford to do that, okay? So that's not going to be happening. I feel like I got a lot lately, but I just like what I like. Look what I'm using again. I'm using my Daniel Sandler's blush that I told you guys about. Let's talk about this really quickly, okay? This is my opinion about how much makeup people, I'm not saying this is what you should have, but this is what I feel comfortable with. I don't think you need to have 50 different blushes. Unless you're doing makeup on somebody, I just don't. I don't have a lot of blushes. I bought a couple of his. I tried the darker colors. I tried like bronzing with that. I still go for my Chanel. I just feel like you have to work with it a little bit more because it's watery, so I'm just not a fan of the bronzers I bought from Daniel Sandler, but I love the blushes. And sometimes I will use a cream blush as well, but I feel like this lasts on me longer than a cream blush does. It just seems like that for me. So really, in anybody's collection, you really don't need to have more than maybe 2 or 3 blushes. I mean, really, you don't need to have that many. I see some of these blushes and I know when I just had one blush palette, like that would take me forever to use up just one. So if you have all these blush palettes, like, you're never going to use that up. Just don't, like, I don't know. I just feel like nobody needs that much makeup. You know what I mean? I feel like nobody needs to have, unless you're a makeup artist. If you're a working makeup artist, then I can understand that you need to have, oh, my nails look so bad. I'm getting them done this week. I'm going to use this palette. This is the Urban Decay Honey. Bought it myself. This is the first Urban Decay palette I bought in several years. I just was not a fan of any of it. I'm loving it. The case is nice. These are colors that I didn't have. I do have some browns, but these have a lot of golds in them. So I was excited. And the brush in here is nice, although I'll probably use my own brushes. I don't know. I mean, I think that's all the blushes you need. Foundations, I think it's good to have like 3 or 4. I would say 4. It's good to have 2 for each season, like maybe 2 for summer, 2 for winter, depending on what your skin is like. Concealer, you only need 1 for under your eyes. Unless you do like me. I do a corrector and a concealer, so I do both. I do that right away, but I don't have like 2 of them, but then I don't use one all the time, kind of a thing. And you can have another one actually if you want to use a different one just to color correct, you know, if you have a pimple or something like that. I just always like to be careful with that because sometimes it can get kind of, sometimes you have to be careful of correcting pimples because sometimes you can actually make it look worse, you know what I mean? There was a time when I remember, and this was before I was doing makeup, because I think, honestly, I think YouTube is what has made these companies go crazy. It's the influencers that are on YouTube. But I remember a time when we would get a new like eye palette or something, or maybe a new foundation. Foundation maybe once a year, maybe once every couple of years or something. I think we'd get like a company would come out with a new foundation. And as far as like eye palettes, maybe like the spring, you'd have like a spring palette, and then spring, summer, and then maybe fall, winter kind of a thing. So that was like a big deal. And now I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not special anymore. Like getting those, it used to be special, you get excited about it, and now it's like, it's not a big deal. You know, it's like, yeah, another one's coming out. And unless it's something that I don't already have and I'm really excited about, I pass up on it. I got this one because I know I have a lot of earthy tones. That is my jam, but I don't have these, like those types of shadows in my collection, so I was excited to get it. So I did get this one. But there's none that are out right now. I saw the Chanel one, looks really, really pretty. Tom Ford, really pretty, but it's like, I don't know, it's like, I don't feel like I have to run out and buy it. And you know what else I hate? I hate that they're limited edition. I am so sick of limited edition. You guys have heard me talk about that. I just feel like you guys are probably getting burnt out from seeing so much of it. And I think it's kind of ruining the beauty community. I really do. I tend to do the same type of palettes. I don't like to do any crazy colors for me, because I just feel like it's too much for me. Like this is enough color for me. This is a lot of color. And I don't even do this much color daily, to be honest with you. Sometimes I'll just do 2 colors and call it a day. I kind of got burnt out with home decor. It was crazy because it was like I'm just looking at my skin. It's just so dry, you guys. But I was like on Halloween, and I'm not even kidding you, I would be putting up my Christmas tree because you had to be ahead of the game and people wanted to see that decor. So I was putting up a Christmas tree on Halloween. So then right after Halloween, you know, here we are, we're into the holiday season. I just think everything is so rushed now. And I just got burnt out, and like I said, I just don't like all that stuff in my house anymore. I just don't want to clean it all. I don't want to look at all of it. I just got so burnt out from doing all of that home decor stuff, because you're constantly changing. And it's funny because people would think, oh my God, she's like changing her house again. But it's like you almost feel like you have to, because if I'm trying to share different tips or whatever, you don't want to see everything the same. And I feel like I said, I feel like that with makeup. I feel like some people just want to keep seeing new and new and new, but I can't personally do that, you know. I don't have stuff sent to me, but does it matter though? I mean, even if stuff was sent to me, wouldn't you guys get tired of seeing me just share all the time? I can't afford to spend thousands of dollars a month on makeup, so no. And it doesn't matter if it's from the drugstore or not, you know. Makeup is expensive no matter what. I actually want to start testing out maybe some different skincare, because I'm having issues with my skin. I don't know what is going on. It is unbelievable. My brows lately are just like, usually that one works for me and this one doesn't. Today this one looks good and that one looks like a turd. Yeah. So let me know how you guys feel about all that. I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are on it. I just, like I said, for me, I can't keep doing it. And I'm only going to do it if it's something that I'm really into, something that I'm interested in, then I'm going to purchase it. But I'm not purchasing everything that comes out. I just can't do it. It's just too much. And I'm sure you guys are feeling like that too. Like it's just too much. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed our little time together. If you did, please make sure you click that button below, hit the subscribe button. I share new videos every single week. Also make sure you click that notification bell, make sure you set it to all so you don't miss any of my videos. Always, again, leave me a comment. I always like chatting back and forth with you guys. Share my videos too. It helps me keep on the recommended page, which means I get more views here, which means my channel grows, and I really appreciate it. So that's it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you all in my next video.